So, in this part, I'm going to be reading out to you a few portions from the very sources the author has referred to and has conveniently chose to skip them while writing his book. So, on page 94 of this book, the author claims that jizya was not used as a tool to oppress the Hindus. But when you read Ahkam-e Alamgiri by Hamiduddin Khan Bahadur, it tells a completely different story. It clearly states that Firoz Jung Khan, who was appointed as the caretaker of Aurangzeb's imperial camp at Islampuri, made a written appeal to Aurangzeb saying that my mother lives on the other side of the Bhima River and there is also our imperial camp on that side. And we need to increase the population in the grain market and we need to ensure copious arrival of provisions to the imperial camp. And for this to happen, we need to abolish the jizya on the Hindu residents living in that area. To this, Aurangzeb sternly replies by saying, I do not accept helpers from among the infidels. And he cites Quran which says that chastise them till they pay jizya from the hand because they are humbled. On page 113 of the book, the author claims that Shivaji, when visited the court of Aurangzeb in 1766, was placed under house arrest because he did not exhibit any court manners and was purportedly jostling for a better position. Now, the author has stated only half truth because that suited his own narrative. But the fact is that in 1765, after the Treaty of Purandar, Shivaji was exhorted by Aurangzeb himself to visit his court, and for this he made repeated assurances to Shivaji that he would be treated with highest honor if and when he visited his court. So Shivaji, when finally visited the Aurangzeb's court, he was humiliated by making him sit even behind the third rank Mansabdars. And the people and each and every king that Shivaji had defeated was placed in a better position, marking the honor that was given to them and not to Shivaji himself. This greatly infuriated Shivaji and he stormed out of the court. And Aurangzeb was afraid of the fact that Shivaji had such massive clout in the Deccan and he might amass an army and attack me someday. And for the fear of this, he placed Shivaji under house arrest. And that's a completely interesting story and a different story how Shivaji escaped from house arrest and left the Mughal Empire bewildered. Now comes the most controversial part, which the author has not even touched in his entire book, which is the desecration of Hindu temples by Aurangzeb. And I'm going to read out to you exactly what is written in the accounts of various historians of Aurangzeb's time. So, accounts in Masiri Alamgiri by Saki Mustaid Khan state 72 other temples in the environs of Udaipur had been destroyed by Hassan Ali Khan. And for this, he received the title of Bahadur Alamgir Shahi by Aurangzeb himself. Another one says, on Monday, the 22nd February, 1st Safar, the emperor went to view Chittor. By his order, 63 temples of the place were destroyed. Another account states the temple states that how the temple of Mathura was destroyed. During the month of Ramzan, His Majesty ordered for the demolition of the temple situated in Mathura, famous as the Dehra of Keshorai. In short time, by the great exertions of his officers, the destruction of this strong foundation of infidelity was accomplished, and on its site a lofty mosque was built at the expenditure of a large sum. Further, it says the idols, large and small, set with costly jewels which had been set up in the temple, were brought to Agra and buried under the steps of the mosque of the Begum Sahib in order to be continually trodden upon. During the Rajasthan campaigns of Aurangzeb, he issued various orders to demolish so many Hindu temples. This has also been stated in clearly accounted for in Ahkam-e Alamgiri, which says the Rajput War of 1679 to 80 was accompanied by the destruction of 240 temples in Mewar alone, including the famous one of Sumeshwar and 3 grand ones at Udaipur. In the loyal state of Jaipur, 67 temples were demolished. Further, it also states the grandest shrine of Mathura, Keshav Rai's temple, built at a cost of 33 lakhs of rupees by the Bundela Raja Bir Singh Dev, was razed to the ground in January 1670 and a mosque was built on its site. The author has also mentioned the brutal execution of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji by Aurangzeb, and he has just written 2 or 3 lines and justified his execution by saying that Sikhs were causing a lot of trouble on the political boundaries of the Mughal Empire. But the truth is far from this. A delegation of Kashmiri Hindu Pandits visited Guru Tegh Bahadur and expressed their concerns regarding the religious persecution and forced conversions they were facing. Guru Tegh Bahadur ji took a stand for them, and while doing so, Aurangzeb arrested him and asked him to either convert to Islam or to perform a miracle proving his spiritual powers. When Guru Tegh Bahadur refused to do both of them, he, in front of his own eyes, his companions, his three companions, Bhai Matidas, Bhai Satidas, Bhai Dayal Das, they were brutally tortured and executed. And then Guru Tegh Bahadur ji himself was executed by Aurangzeb. So everything I have read to you is apparently from the very same sources the author has referred to, and it is very evident in the book that the author has deliberately chose not to mention those because it suited his narrative, which tries to whitewash Aurangzeb's misdeeds and all his sins, and to present him as this saintly king who did everything out of political and moral compulsions.